Now I will practice with pencil and mouse for minutes from the book Can't Hurt Me by Begins. This was exactly the environment I had been dreaming of when I classed up for birds. We were all living the seal ethos and I couldn't wait to see where it took us individually and as a unit. Once we tagged into the fight, but as war raged in Afghanistan, all we could do was sit tight and hope our numbers were called. We were in a Korean bowling alive when we watched the invasion of Iraq together. If it was depressing as hell, we had been training hard for an opportunity like that. Our foundation had been reinforced with all that PT and filled out with robust weapons and tactical training. We had become a deadly unit frothing to be a part of the action, and the fact that we were passed over again pissed us all off. So we took it out on one another every morning. Navy SEALs were treated like rock stars at the bases we visited around the world, and some of the guys partied like it. In fact, most SEALs enjoyed their share of big night outs, but not me. I had gotten into the SEAL by living a Spartan lifestyle and felt my job at night was to rest, recharge, and get my body and mind right for battle again the next day. I was forever mission ready and my attitude earned respect from some. But our OIC tried to influence me to let go a little and become one of the boys. I had great respect for our OIC. He had graduated from the Naval Academy and the University of Cambridge. He was clearly smart, a stud athlete, and a great leader. On his way to claiming a coveted spot on Dave Grew, so his opinion mattered to me. It mattered to all of us because he was responsible for evaluating us, and those evaluations have a way of following you around and affecting your military career going forward. On paper, my first evaluation was solid. He was impressed with my skills and all out effort, but he also dropped some of the record wisdom. You know, Goggins, he said, you had understand the job a little better if you hung out with the guys more. That's when I learned the most about operating in the field. Hanging with the boys, hearing their stories, it's important to be a part of the group. His words were a reality check that hurt. Clearly, the OIC and probably some of the other guys thought I was a little different. Of course, I was. I came from fucking nothing. I didn't get recruited to the Naval Academy. I didn't even know where the fuck Cambridge was. I was not raised around pools. I had to teach myself to swim. Fuck, I should not have I should not have even been a seal. But I made it and I thought that made me part of the group. But now I realized I was part of the teams, not the brotherhood. I had to go out and socialize with the guys after hours to prove my value. That was a big ask for an introvert like me. Fuck that. I had arrived in that platoon because of my intense dedication and while I was not about to let up while people were out at night. I was reading upon tactics, weaponry, and war. I was a perpetual student. In my mind, I was training for opportunities that didn't even exist yet. Back then, you could not screen to join Dave Group until after you finished your second platoon, but I was already preparing for that opportunity, and I refused to compromise who I was to conform to their unwritten rules. Devgru and the Army's Delta Force are considered the very best within the best of special operations. They get the tip of the spear missions like the Osama bin Laden raid, and from that point on, I decided I would not and could not be satisfied just being a vanilla Navy SEAL. Yeah, we were all uncommon hard motherfuckers compared to civilians, but now I saw I was uncommon even among the uncommon. And if that's who I was, then so the fuck be it. I may as well separate myself even more. Not long after that evaluation, I won the morning race for the first time. I passed up Dana and the OIC in the last half mile and never looked back. Platoon assignments last for 2 years, and by the end of our deployment, most of the guys were ready for a breather before tracking their next platoon, which, judging by the wars we were involved in, were almost guaranteed to take them into combat. I did not want or need a break because the uncommon among uncommon don't need breaks. That's it for the day.